morning, everyone. My name is Angelica and I am the owner of Stitch Resin Creations. Today is starting the June vlog. It is, hold on.
I feel like I'm fading a little bit, so.
It is June 7th. I have a market today from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ocala Downtown Market. I did a little bit market vlogging. I didn't have very much that needed to be tagged because I didn't make much from my last market to this market because I made bigger items. We're gonna, and I'm also lost a yarn chicken on the one I made 2 items actually. I don't have them, so when I get to the market I will show you guys when they're completed. I made a small little bee, freehanded it. Then I also made a 2-headed dragon and a lost yarn chicken on it. So on the way to my market today, I'm going to have to stop at Michael's and pick up the yarn that I need to finish the 2-headed dragon. I literally got to the last head. Half of the head was left. And ears for the other head. And that was all I needed. Like, I literally almost passed yarn. I was like this close. But I lost yarn chicken. So there's that. Hopefully today goes really well. Last time I did a Sunday market, it didn't go as well. So fingers crossed, this is only the second time in this whole past year that I'm going to be doing another Sunday market. So, and I don't think I'm going to do any more Sunday markets, at least at this location, for these people, because I don't think I make enough. It's not worth it. Their Saturdays are so much better. Let's see. So this June I will be doing a Alley Crochet market crochet pattern vlog will come out this June. I don't know how many I'm going to do. I might just do the one. I might end up doing 2. I don't know. So that'll be in another video. So the Ocala Downtown Market has opened up their applications for this following year. They do from, their applications open June and they're from July to the next following June is how they do their year applications, and you have to pay. You have to do it in advance, and then once you're approved, those are the markets you're going to do, and you can't like reapply and like fill in, like that's it. So those applications have already been opened, and I have already been applied, and have already been approved. I'm doing a little bit less markets this year because I want to have a little bit more flexibility for my family or for possibly other markets. I thought it was on this piece of paper, but it does not look like this. I want to be able to, like, if there's like other markets, to have more flexibility. I want to be able to have more flexibility to be able to do mom groups, because I noticed this past year I did a lot of markets right around holidays, and then I wasn't able to do the fun stuff for the mom groups. So I made it where like the farmers markets I'm doing for Ocala Downtown Markets are more at least a week before holidays or a week after holidays. Like I have a week cushion between the holiday weekend. Also I made it try to make it more where like each market is exactly a month apart or close to it. And I'm also have to think about that my oldest is going to be starting school next fall, not this fall but next fall. So I have to like think about next August I'm not going to be doing any markets because I'm going to want to be like fully focused on my daughter. Also, I want to try to do the Christmas in July that World Equestrian Center does. And that's next July, so I had to think, well, I'm gonna need full months. I need to make a lot of inventory for that because they're like $300 and they're for like 3 weekends. So I'm gonna have to really up my market production. So there's a few months that I'm not gonna be doing markets to try to bring up my market plushies production to be able to make it worthwhile doing the next July, because it's too late for this July obviously, and it's too late to do this November holiday too. They do a November one. So that I'm really considering doing both of those next July and next November of 2027. So these are the dates that I'll be doing Ocala Downtown Market on Saturdays. And also, yeah, my... Yeah. Also, my husband's work schedule is changing, and my so that means my work schedule is changing. So I used to work 3 days. I'm going to be going down to 2, so Sunday and Mondays, which means I'm not going to want to do a market at all on either one of those days because I can't work just 1 day a week. It's going to be hard just working 2 days, which also should mean I should do more markets to make up for the loss of pay in my work. But I have something else planned that I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that it actually brings me in money. So let's go over the dates. I think these are right. So next month, July, this starts in 2026, next month, I'm doing a market on the 18th. Not doing anything in August. I am doing a market on the 17th and the 19th of September. I'm doing a market on the 10th in October, and I'm also doing a market on the 11th of October. So that weekend is going to be a full weekend of me doing 2 markets in a row. It only fell that way because I wanted to do 2 markets in October because last year October was my biggest sale month. Like, I might even do a Pond Street in October too because I made the most money in all 3 areas in October. Last year I did the Brown and Brown Farms and it was closer to Halloween, so I assumed if I did it on the 10th that should give me 2 weeks to be able to do their fall market, because I even looked at the year before and they did the same thing. It was like the weekend before Halloween, the Sunday before Halloween. But no, this year they had to make it on the 11th. And of course I already applied to the Ocala market first, so now I am stuck with 2 markets right back to back, which is okay. My husband not gonna be happy because he likes to take the car to work, but I can make it work. We'll make it work because literally this is the best, which means I'll just end up doing a Pond Street market close to Halloween. Then I'll probably do it on the 25th, which is a Sunday. Maybe I'll do it, well, I need enough time to ship, so maybe I'll do it the Friday before Halloween, not the 30th, the 23rd. So probably the 23rd, which will give me the weekend to package everything up, and then Monday I can send it out, and hopefully that gives 4 days for it to get to whoever needs it by Halloween. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. We'll do the 2 markets. So we'll do the downtown Ocala market on the 10th, and then the Brown and Brown Farms on the 11th, and then we'll probably do a Pond Street live on the 23rd of October. November, I did not do any markets. Well, originally I thought that I would have the Brown and Brown Farms on like the 25th, so the very end of October. So I didn't want to do the 13th or the 14th. And I also thought maybe I'll do the WIC holiday, but it's too late to apply to that this November, so I just ended up not doing November. December, I'm going to be the 12th. May not be worth it. I didn't do a market this last December, so I really don't know if it's going to be worth it. especially after everyone does Black Friday, so we'll just end up seeing that was going to be a maybe. And then starting of 2027 in January, I decided that I wasn't going to do a January market. That was going to be my make as many plushies I could possibly make. Because now I have to start crunching for the July World Equestrian Center holiday market, because I think you apply in January, and if you get in, yeah. So that's crunch month. And then I'm going to do the 13th of February, which is the day before Valentine's Day. This year, Valentine's Day was my second best market. I don't think I'll end up doing Valentine's Day itself. It depends on if that one person that I did it this year with is doing it on that day. She might be doing it on the Saturday, the 13th. I'm hoping that's what it is. Well, no, because I applied for the farmer's market. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the day before Valentine's Day. Hopefully it's just as good as Valentine's Day. And then I'm doing March the 20th, which is right after St. Patrick's Day. And it's week before Easter. Easter is only going to be on the 28th next year. So that should give me that whole week to be able to do stuff with my family. It should give me the chance to go and do stuff with mom group, because that's how it was this year. Mom group, everyone did it the weekend before. Oh, I don't know. Oh, we'll just find out. And then April, I'm doing April the 17th, and then I'm doing May the 22nd. I wanted it far enough away from my birthday just in case we went on vacation. And then June, I'm not doing anything in June. That'll be another crunch week for my July World Equestrian Center market. So June would have been the last day to apply for the 2027 downtown Saturday farmer markets. So I'm not doing anything in June because I need that another crunch month to prepare for July, which I'm doing. I'm hoping to do the World Equestrian Center. I think I'm going to try. It scares me a lot to have to drop down like $325. It scares the crap out of me. But I'm hoping I can make enough inventory to be able to make that plus double that. I would want to make at least that. I better make more than that. I should make twice as much. So if I pay $325, I should be able to make $600 in profit. Is what I'm hoping. But I need to make enough inventory for that to work. So that is my next year's market stuff. And I also plan on opening my shop. I'm hoping to have my shop open by the last week of June, just in time to do a discount. And then also, so I'll have a week of first opening my shop, and then we'll have the holiday week right afterwards, and I'll also have a discount for that. So look forward to that. I'm going to start closer we get, and we'll make more posts. Fingers crossed, hopefully I do get it done by the first week of June, which means it would come out probably the 22nd, or since there's so 24th, probably the 24th to the 30th, because that would be a whole week. And I would do one discount for me just opening my market the first time, and then I'll switch over to the holiday market discount, and hopefully I can get it done by the 24th. That's my goal. I would like to get my shop up by then. It's going to be on Shopify. I'll start making posts on Instagram closer I get to it, and if I actually am almost ready to post, I'll make more posts. And then we'll do a grand opening for a whole week discount, and then the holiday discount. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I do get that done by then. And yeah, that's it for right now. Let's go and do some market prep, and hopefully I can get some videos of my market today to show you guys. And let's get on with the video. this is my market. I'm at Ocala Downtown Market on a Sunday, their holiday market. I didn't realize I was so low on pickles, so that's definitely what I'm going to be doing today. And because I don't have a tent, I have to hang these on here. I just bought this on the way here, so I think I really like it. I was thinking about painting it, but it looks really nice actually. Even though it's black, it kind of blends with this. So there you go. Let's see how today goes. Slow. And I have a bad feeling it's going to be slow still. I probably won't end up doing a Sunday market ever again here. This will be the second time, and last time it was a nugget either. I just wanted to come on to show you my first June make that I made. This is the first finished June make. This cute little bee, I free-handed it. I really like the double color stripes, how thick they are. So there it is for $10. In the middle, I'm making a pickle right now, and I did not finish my two-headed dragon yet. I'll have to get yarn at Michael's when I get home after this market. So that's it for right now. Bye. For the sale, but I made 2 pickles in the 2 hours that I've 2.5 hours I've been here so far. So you got this cute normal colored one with blush, and then this like multicolored one. So I made 2 pickles since I've been here. I was going to make a pickle out of this color yarn, but I got like halfway through and realized that I was not going to be able to finish because I was going to run out of yarn. So I decided to change it into a whale. So I'm actually almost done with the whale. Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on real quick. We got about an hour and 20 minutes left. It has been really slow. I've made $83 so far, so I've at least made my boot fee back, $30 boot fee. But yeah, it's been super slow. I got a lot of when they come, a lot of compliments. People are like, oh, how cute. And they seem very interested, but then it's like, no one's buying, which is unfortunate. I hope you can hear me over this music. And yeah, so that is our update. We only have an hour and 20 minutes left. And yeah, that might be the last you see me at the market anyways. I'll try to remember to do a quick video, but there's not going to be much different change on what's out here probably. So see you next. Alright, I finished the whale. Look how cute he is. Free-handed him as well. So I made another pickle. So 3 pickles total today at the market. And this is how it looks after the market's over. Looks like I haven't sold anything at all. Hey guys, this is editing Angelica. I just realized I never did the market recap for June for this video. So it is really late at night. I am just trying to finish this video and edit and post it. And so that's why it's really dark behind me. And I'm also hopefully talking loud enough for you to hear me. But I'm also trying to be quiet. So this market was at Ocala Downtown Market. It was on a Sunday. It was on the 7th of June. The expenses for this market was $30 for boot fee and $3 for gas. So the first thing I sold that day was a duck, bath duck with the kiwi hat. Oh no, it was only the kiwi hat that I sold for $3. A little girl wanted it for her dog, Stuffy, so I was like, sure, $3. I sold a chip keychain for $5 cash. Oh, the key we had was cash as well. And then I sold a mallard duck car hanger for $16 cash, a duck hat. So I did sell a duck. And had I sold the orange fruit hat with that duck for $27 card. I sold a pickle for $10 cash. I sold an axolotl swing for $16 cash, and then a heart keychain for $6 cash. Oh, the person who bought the duck hat paid with card. I said cash, but card. So that was the only person that paid with card that day. Everyone else paid with cash. So my expenses in total was $33. So I had $56 in cash and $27 on card. And then so my tax for that day was $11.07. So total of how much I made that day was $83, and then you take away the expenses and the tax, and it's $38.93 in profit, which also means no salary for that day, so I wasn't able to pay myself, even though it was only like a 4-day thing. That would have been $40, and I didn't even make $40. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It was super slow. Definitely not doing a Sunday market ever again, because the other Sunday market wasn't that good either. They're just not as popular. I don't know, it's just because the time is from 12 to 4, and that's a weird time, or is it because of church? I don't know. Well, I think people get out of church and they would go and see that, but I think it's just too late. If it was like 10:30 or 11, when most people get off church, maybe there'll be more people will come, but other than that, no. So that is it for the market prep, and that's how that market went. So let's get back to the video. Alright, hi everyone. We're going to go over the rest of the plushies I made in June. We do still have another week, but I really need to get a video out, so we're probably going to just whatever I end up making the next week, will probably just end up in the next video, so the July market, but I'll make sure, sorry, I'll make sure that whatever plushie I make in the last week of June, to let you guys know the best plush. So, I have a video list too, and I'm going to finish it up. So yeah, so this might end up being in the video or not, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Alright, so I made this two-headed dragon. It's an Alec Crochet pattern. It's one of her newer patterns. I mean, she makes like 3 patterns a month, maybe sometimes 4, so this is her I think the last pattern in the month of May that she made. So look how cute he is. I think she turned out really good. I did lose yarn chicken, so I ended up having to go buy more yarn, and it turned out that even though it's the same exact color and the same exact brand, sometimes the skein lines can be slightly different. And so this one is just slightly darker. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on the camera, but this is the new yarn and this is the rest of the body. So just right here you can see the change. It is slightly darker. But because it's behind the head, it's actually not that noticeable. But yeah, if anyone buys this, I bet they'll eventually notice that. So yeah, just this little section right here is a different color, which is frustrating because it's like, it should be the exact same color, but sometimes the skein lines can be just slightly darker or slightly lighter from old to new. So, but this was a really nice pattern. It was easy. Yeah, I really liked it, so I made this. And then I also made these 3 turtles. We got a blueberry turtle, we got a pizza turtle, and then a sunflower turtle. Not turtle, tortoises. They're land turtles. So they're tortoises. So look how cute they are and how they turned out. This is also an LA crochet pattern. So I made 3 of these. And I made 5 more pickles. So you got the basic color pickle, the multi, you know, pickles are actually come in many different colors. One pickle can have like different shades of green on it, so this one I feel like is the most realistic. And then we got this lighter green, and then this mint green, which you know pickles never look like this, but I figured I'd give it a try. And then here's like a darker pickle. So this looks like more like a cucumber, and this looks more like a pickle. Cucumber turn like this color after they become pickles. Cucumbers turn cucumbers. So there you go. So I made 5 of those. That is it I made so far. I am working on more plushies right now. So yeah, that's all I made in June so far. And yeah, plus what I made at the beginning of this video. So that is it. Alright everyone, it is going to be July next week. July is right around the corner, and you know what that means. You gotta start thinking about the next holiday, which is Halloween. Alrighty, I know July has just barely started. It hasn't even started yet. It's going to start in like literally next Wednesday, I think, is the 1st of July. I think so. Or maybe it's Thursday. I don't know. One of those days is the 1st of July. And that means we only have July to August to September to October. 3 months. So you gotta start making your Halloween plushies. You gotta start, because you know you sell it in October, all of October. So you only have 2 months actually to make what you need for October. And you know you're gonna start selling them now. People are gonna start looking at it and being, oh, that's so cute, and buying Halloween items. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So I pulled out all of my, just don't get in the video, okay? All my Halloween stuff, and I need to relabel everything because it's all labeled to when I wasn't counting tax or borrowing tax, because that was last year. So everything on all these are going to need to be relabeled to the correct label, including tax. So I have this little cute ghost pumpkin. I have a weighted bat. So there's a weighted bat. I have these pumpkin earrings, which I was surprised they never sold. Like, look how cute those are. How does anyone not want these? I got these resin hand skeleton earrings. I have a little ghost keychain. I have just a pumpkin. I have this cat pumpkin, which when I made this pattern, I didn't really like how it turned out. And obviously it's still here. So, while I made like 3 other of these and they all sold. Like, I think this was the one I made at the very end of my last market, so that's why it didn't sell, but it probably would have. I have another one, just a pumpkin. Got a large pumpkin, which is one of the very first patterns I ever made, and I still have it. So here is, I forgot the name of this, what it's called. It's like Palm something. It's like that dog that used to be popular. It has like a little pumpkin, so it's like Halloween themed. Still have that. I have 2 ghost swings, which I'm probably going to need to make more of. These were really popular. These are the last 2 I have left. I have 2 pumpkins with faces. And then I have this witch cat, which I also made in one of my very last markets. So that's why I still have her. She didn't really have the time to sell, you know what I mean? She wasn't out long enough, you know? But like, look how cute she is. Look at that tail. Look at the cute little hat. So, I think she's also one of the ones that I lost Yarn Chicken to. Oh, I did lose Yarn Chicken, but it's up here. So I think the original pattern, the hat doesn't like sew on. The hat like sews on to the top of the plushie. But I lost Yarn Chicken and I just sewed her, I just pretty much made her into the top of the head here. So there is no hat. This thing doesn't come off. It's sewed into the head. So that's, I remember now. I also have these two turkeys. I know they're Thanksgiving, but I think I might start putting them out too, because Thanksgiving is right after Halloween. And last year I made these, they were also not. I think I did one market in November last year. And so they were out for one market and that was it. So I'm going to start putting them out now and see if they sell early. People might be like, oh my god, that would look so good on my Thanksgiving table. Let me buy it for Thanksgiving, you know? This was also an Ally crochet pattern that she made last Thanksgiving. I mean, look at this cute little pie. This is my favorite. And then this one is like a mini version. Not by Ally Crochet. I forgot who made this pattern. I don't like how long the tails are, though. They kind of like curl instead of standing up. I wish maybe they were a little shorter. They would stand up. But I think someone's going to love it and buy it. So yeah, so I'm going to put tags on the ones that need tags and reprice each item to the appropriate price. So, and then I'm also going to price my June, the ones I just made for June as well. So I'm gonna follow me along as I pretty much market prep, even though my next market is not until the 18th of July and it's not even July yet. But since I have this all out and I need to price it, we're gonna price it, get it ready, and put it into a container with everything else ready to go. Plushies. I think the first time ever that I actually had this thing completely full without this bag. So there's still like a lot of $5 items in this bag. So yeah, after adding all that Halloween items, it's finally like full for the first time ever. And of course I've been making bigger items recently, like this Brontosaurus.